Cuando esté listo, tome esas cuando ya.
Sí, ya, todo ya. Okay. Hello everyone, my name is Sebastián Ávila Prieto, and as a student of industrial engineering, I am pleased to present my project for the course Uncertainty Analysis First. In this video, I will be diving into a crucial topic, the perception of security in Mexico. Security in Mexico is a central concern, where insecurity and corruption dominate public debate and daily life. In this study, a sample of 1,500 data extracted from the INEGI database was analyzed to find out what the population thinks about these issues. The main objective is to conduct data analysis on perceptions of security in Mexico by organizing, presenting, interpreting, and reporting the results, with the ultimate goal of gaining a more accurate understanding of the population's opinion on security. So first, let's take a look at the demographics. We can see here the population has an average age of 45, with a slight concentration toward younger people, with ages 22 and 37 being the most common, or the modes. The distribution is slightly skewed to the right, indicating a smaller number of older people. Regarding sex, we can see that 45.5% of the population is male and 44.5% of the population is female. Now, when we look at the issues of greatest concern, we see a striking contrast. According to our data, 76.7% of the population does not consider corruption to be an issue of great concern. However, the narrative changes completely when we take a look at insecurity, because unlike corruption, 58.4% of the population considered insecurity to be an issue of great concern. So what does this mean? This means that 88.4% of the population prefer to feel safe rather than have a productive government. Now, when we examine the confidence in security forces, we can see that 38.4% of the population has confidence in the state police, whereas 73% of the population has confidence in the army. This means that people tend to trust more in the army than in the state police. But what about corruption? It is still present. However, the perception of corruption in the army is less than the perception of corruption in the state police. Now, this impacts when we analyze another issue of great concern, which is lack of punishment. We can see that the data shows that 79.7% of the population does not consider the punishment of criminals to be a relevant issue. This could be due to the lack of confidence in the state police. They might think the state police won't do anything against these criminals. And finally, I performed a bivariate analysis to compare and see if corruption depends on age. The age distribution is almost identical in both groups, with a mean around 45 years. We can see that young adults are the less concerned about corruption because it does not have a direct impact on their lives. And in conclusion, the results show a clear social consensus where insecurity is perceived as the greatest cause for concern. This analysis successfully provided a wide perspective of public opinion on security thus satisfying the objective of this study. Thank you very much for your attention. Here you can consult the INEGI database where we extracted the data, and I hope this data analysis offers you valuable insights into the social landscape of security in Mexico. ¿Cuánto?